In lifestyles, we regularly stay honest, painting's difficult, and stick with our values. However, from time to time, simply 1 second of greed, one small notion can trade our whole life. Have you ever thought one selection you remaking should open the door to success or near it forever? Contemporary tale is one you should listen to cautiously due to the fact each moment in it teaches us how if we do and manage our mind, even a sincere character can make the incorrect preference. Many years in the past, there was a younger man named Ethan who lived in a small town. His life was complete of disappointment and battle. Each day he went out looking for work, made a little money, came domestic, cooked a simple meal, and went to sleep. Someday, after strolling around all day and nonetheless not locating any activity, Ethan became heading home with a heavy heart. Simply then, he heard a person name out from behind. Is there each person here who can help me deliver something? Ethan turned around and noticed a vintage man's status there. The vintage man had 3 big heavy duffel bags with him. Ethan said, "Sure, I will help." The vintage man stated, "I want to visit the following village. It's a bit a long way. I will convey of those luggage myself, but the third one is too heavy. Can you convey it for me?" "I will provide you with 3 gold coins," Ethan agreed. But as quickly as he lifted the bag, he felt how heavy it was. "Wow," he said, "this feels simply heavy." The antique guy calmly replied, "Sure, because it's complete of bronze coins." Although it changed into very heavy, Ethan placed the bag on his shoulder and started walking with the vintage guy. Whilst they have been strolling, Ethan observed the old man safe searching at him. Ethan notion, maybe he's worried I'll run away with the bag. However, he reminded himself, I'm not a thief. I would never betray all people. I simply need to work difficult and earn genuinely. As they walked in addition, they reached the bank of a river. Ethan didn't wait. He stepped into the water and started out crossing, but the antique man stayed on the alternative aspect. "I am an antique guy," the person stated. "I cannot move this river with these 2 baggage. If I try, I would drown. Can you deliver 1 greater bag for me? Don't worry. I'll provide you with 3 more gold cash." Ethan said yes. However, as he reached to take the bag, the vintage guy stopped him. "Promise me you might not run away." Ethan seemed amazed. "Why would I run away?" The antique guy stated, "It is tough to accept as true with humans in recent times. This bag has silver cash." Ethan changed into a bit irritated now. "Do I seem like a thief to you?" He stated, "I do not cheat for cash. Deliver me the bag." He picked up the second bag and crossed the river. Even the silver coins did not make him circulate away from his values. After that, they reached a hill. Ethan started out climbing slowly, however the vintage guy stayed at the bottom. "Come on," Ethan called out. "Why are you continue to standing there?" "I'm too antique," the person said. "I can't climb with this bag." "Then provide it to me." "I will carry it," Ethan stated. The antique man paused, "But this bag has gold cash. In case you run away, I may not be capable of trap you." Ethan changed into a bit pissed off now. "I advised you already. I'm not that kind of person. I'm an honest guy. I used to paintings for a small mortgage agency. I used to be in rate of keeping the facts, but once they requested me to lie about a customer's mortgage, I stopped the activity." The vintage man nonetheless didn't appear positive. However, he finally said, "I don't know if you're telling the fact or no longer, but here, take the bag. I will walk slowly. You pass ahead and anticipate me on the other side of the hill." Ethan lifted the bag and commenced walking, leaving the vintage man in the back of. As he walked, an idea got here into his mind. If I run away with those 3 baggage, the vintage guy might not be capable of trap me. I'll be wealthy all the time. Some other thought followed. He is old. He probably doesn't have tons time left. What is going to he do with all this money? However, I'm younger. If I take this cash, I can get rich, marry a lovely female, and live a high-priced lifestyles. Tempted by way of these thoughts, Ethan started walking with all 3 baggage. Breathing heavily, He reached domestic, opened the luggage, and become taken aback. There was no gold, no silver, simplest small stones interior. Why did the old guy lie? Ethan concept. Why did he do all this? Simply then, he noticed a word in the bag. He picked it up and studied, I am the king of this land. I have no family or heir, and I'm growing old. So, I have been attempting to find a sincere person to undertake as my son and destiny king. If you had now not run away, you would were that person. As Ethan examined those phrases, he turned into full of deep regret. He were honest his complete existence. He in no way desired to cheat everybody. However, one small grasping notion modified everything. If he had controlled his thoughts for simply one extra second, he should have grown to be the inheritor to the throne. But a single second of weak point made him lose the largest thread of his life. This story teaches us how effective our mind may be. Ethan turned into surely an honest man or woman, but 1 second of greedy questioning made him do something absolutely in opposition to his values. The idea came, if I run away, the old guy cannot seize me. That could were the cease of it, but it failed to stop. It became, I will get rich. I will live a great existence. I'll marry a beautiful female. These thoughts led him down the incorrect course. There may be a pronouncing, even our worst enemy cannot damage us like our own terrible mind can. Every action starts with a concept. Notion becomes words. Words end up moves. Movements become conduct. And habits shape our destiny. So if we want to guard ourselves from negative effects, we need to deal with our mind. Sincere and high-quality thoughts can guide us towards a better, greater, stunning life. Our thoughts are like seeds. Sooner or later, they grow into our destiny. So allows make sure those seeds are filled with peace, positivity, and honesty. In case you experience this tale have to attain greater humans, please like and percentage the video and consider to subscribe to our channel to live with us. I will be lower back once more with every other inspiring story. Till then, be an effective person, be grateful, and keep transferring forward in existence.